Well, looks like we didn't need that extra game. I still don't know what to say. After my post-match against Burnley, said we needed to win against Crystal Palace, and we couldn't rely on any favours from City. Or we could. We couldn't rely on any favours from Bournemouth. We had to do our own job. But Bournemouth did us a massive favour. We don't need to worry about Crystal Palace no more. We are champions. 22 years in the making. I can't. I'm still trying to process what's going on and what happened yesterday, because it's something that it's just, I've been trolled over the last couple of years. Been doing the pod, and on the pod I've had just win the league. I've had Arteta's a fraud. Pep's Coleman. Am I Arteta in or Arteta out? When I said I was Arteta in, I got laughed at. A couple of weeks ago, I got asked in the pod, do I think Arsenal are going to win the league? And I said yes. And I got laughed at. And that was after we beat Newcastle. But I had the feeling. And I think I even said after the Fulham game that we might win the league. We might have it wrapped up before the end of the season. Mainly, I thought that I might have been in the Burnley game. I thought that we would go into that game, needed to win, and we could win the league at home in front of our fans. And I thought about it like, did I want to win the league in this way? Yes, I did. I don't care how we won it. We won it. After doing the pod last night, I couldn't go to the Emirates to celebrate with the rest of the fans, but I was there in spirit, and I'm looking forward to this parade. It's been a crazy season. There's been some ups and downs, and we have done this the hard way, but I don't think I've ever watched Arsenal do it the easy way. My first game I've ever watched was May 26th, 1989. Yeah, a long time ago. My mum sat me, my brother and my cousin down to watch Arsenal-Liverpool at Anfield, and we had to win by 2 goals to win the league. So we could win the league on goal difference. And we scored. And with the last kick of the game, Michael Thomas made it 2-0. And ever since then, I've been an Arsenal fan. It's been ups and downs. It's been highs and lows. I said 20 years, no trophy. 20 years, no Premier League. 22 years without winning it, coming close. The Leicester season where we could have won it and we threw it away. Similar to what happened this season, really, where we beat Leicester just with a couple of games to go, and then all we had to do was win our games and we couldn't see it over the line. And Leicester won. With our first title challenge, losing to City, we weren't really ready for that one. The second one, we lost it by 2 points. And last season, we're just off the boil. And this season, it had to be this season. We had to get it over the line this season. It was important. I think it was necessary for the fans. Some people imagine that there are some fans that this is their first ever time they've seen Arsenal win the league. And they've been through a lot of downs. There was that period where we was winning FA Cups, and you thought that might be a catalyst for us to challenge for the league, and it wasn't. The period where we're not getting into the Champions League. There's a period where we were in the Champions League, but we're getting absolutely obliterated by Bayern Munich. We're just not competing in the competitions. We're making it in there, but we're not competing. And this year, we have not only competed, but we've done it. And people are going to talk about how we done it and how it's been ugly at times, and that the league has helped us. There's decisions that we've been fortunate with. But listen, when it's your time, it's your time. And when your luck's in, your luck's in. And sometimes you just got to like ride your luck, pause. You just got to just take the chances that are given to you. We had to go out there in 38 games to win this league. And there are times where maybe we could have had this wrapped up by January. Well, no, but we could have been a lot further away. We drew some games. The game against Wolves. The funny thing is that game against Wolves was like a pivotal moment in this season, because a lot of people thought that was it. That was it now. City were just going to take it and run away with the league, and we were gonna be bottlers again. Like on the pod, I've had Monts ask me or say to me, "Just win the league." Yeah, we won it now, bruvs. Now what? What are you going to tell me now? What we got to do now? I've had him tell me that we're bottlers, sending me pictures of a bottle, asking me if I've lost it. I've had him sending pictures of him in AI pictures of him wearing a Bournemouth shirt. I wonder if he was wearing a Bournemouth shirt yesterday. I wonder if he was supporting Bournemouth yesterday. I wonder who he was rooting for yesterday. Was he rooting for Bournemouth or was he rooting for City? Yeah, tough one. Not for me, for him. And after all of that, I've been questioned on the pod. Are you going to win the league? And I say yes, but it's not good enough. They wanted me to say it was over when there was 10 games to go. I believe that my team were going to win the league, but being over is a different matter. You've got to look at like the players. We signed Declan Rice. Is that a player that's going to win you the league? Is that 100 mil worth it? And in his first season, he showed us what he was worth and what he could do for us. And now he's won us the league. He's got us over the line. He's been like, and I say him, this season, we haven't had like a core batch of players that have played the majority of games. We've had a lot of injuries. If I think about it, you might say Raya, he's played every single game in the Premier League. Then you got Saliba, Gabriel, but there's been moments where they've both been injured, and the only other mainstay has been Declan Rice. Saka's been in and out of the league this season, in and out of the team this season. Odegaard's been out of the team a lot this season, but Arteta, fair play to him, has assembled a great squad. We looked at it and we said, what do we need? We needed a striker. We got the striker. Didn't start off the greatest, but he's coming good at the right time of the season, or he came good at the right time of the season. Even against Burnley, he came on and was a nuisance, bullying players, showing the desire and fight and stuff that we need at this moment in time. So I'm looking at those players. I'm looking at Saka being a product of the academy, Haaland. He was there before Arteta came when it was in the mud. He was in Arteta's first game. And that squad, there's not many players from that squad that was there, because it shows you how weak that team was. We had to send players out to grow. Gabriel's had to grow into his role. Saliba's had to grow into his role. He's had to go on loan. We've made some quality signings and additions to the squad, and it's been the squad that has brought us over the line. A question at the beginning of the season, was Eze going to be the difference maker? Players sorry, not even players, fans didn't want Madueke. And those players have made a massive input. Almost forgot Trossard. Trossard, at one point, was thinking, is he going to go? Do we need him? And even when we signed him, he's like, is he going to be the difference maker? And we signed him in January. Didn't work that year. But this year it has. We got over the line. And that's all that matters. It's been a process. And even people always said about this process, oh, how long's the process? Trust the process. And you got to think, before Arteta came, we had finished 8th. We'd been on a losing run and we weren't recovering. There was a lot of players in the squad that were detrimental to the squad. There was a lot of negative energy. There was no connection between Arsenal and the fans. And then he's come in and he's changed things. He's got rid of players that weren't helping us, that weren't going to do the hard work, weren't going to run the hard yards. And he made the team very resilient. He made the team connect with the fans, and it showed. When that all or nothing season came out and we didn't quite get Champions League and we finished 5th, the beginning of that season was rocky. We lost our first 3 games. Players, and I keep saying players, I might have even been one of them, thinking, is he going to make it till Christmas? And he's come in and proved us wrong. He's taken us from 8th to 5th. And in that season that we finished 5th, nobody expected us to get Champions League football. The season after that, we're spoken about being top 4. We finished 2nd. The following season, 2nd again. The 3rd season, 2nd again. And there's questions. Is this guy, can Arteta get us over the line? Can he get us to where we need to be? And he showed that we could. Not only just in the league, but in Europe. It's been a constant stream of progression. Europe, we qualify for the Champions League, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now a final. And we're champions. We're Premier League champions. And we got a chance to be European champions. We got a chance to do something that Arsenal never did, that have never done, that the Invincibles couldn't do. And we have a team that seems very hungry for it. A couple of weeks ago when we lost to Man City and Declan Rice said it's not done and he's being clipped up and the guy's doing his celebration with the bottle and he's trying to throw tears into the bottle and City is singing, "Where's your bottle gone?" And he told everybody that it's not done. And you could feel as an Arsenal fan that you're a bit down. But then if you was to go back and look at it, at that time, we were in control of our games. And all we needed to do was to win our games. It meant that if City won all of their games, they would be level on points with us. So it would come down to goal difference if it needed to. So all we could do is win. And there's no guarantee of getting points that are not on the board. And I think it was at that point, after the Newcastle game, one of the most difficult games to watch. Oh, it's so hard. After 9 minutes we score, but then we just retreat and just see the game out. I had a different feeling. I was like, you know what? As bad as that was, we're going to get over the line. We've got Champions League football. And every single result that happened after that just moved us forward. After that Newcastle game, we went on a run. We've been on a run of games where in the league where we haven't conceded a goal. Where we scored the goal we conceded in the Champions League, penalty, and a dodgy penalty. And then in the league, we go out, beat Fulham, beat West Ham, beat Burnley, win the league. Big up to Kai Havertz. Could say that his goal was the one that secured us the league. Big up to Bukayo Saka. 50 assists, 50 goals. Mad contribution. This season's been different because last season, if we didn't have Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, we were in trouble. We weren't winning games. And we played a lot of games this season without them. The new guys have come in and stepped up. Nkapie's come in and stepped up. Mascara's come in and stepped up. Zimmermani came in and stepped up. Gone off the ball a little bit, but for majority of the season, he's came in and played his part. When we didn't have Saka, Madueke's come in, stepped up. Eze, his hat-tricks. Trossard, important goals. With Gyökeres starting to score goals and come good at the right time of the season. We've just managed, not even managed, we have been the best team over the last 38 games and we have won the league. We can say that we're champions. And I know it leaves a bitter taste in a lot of fans' mouths. And guess what? Good. I'm glad it does. I don't care about you. It's the Arsenal fans. Come on, you Gunners. Champions League final to go. Let's see what we can do there. I'm Bevan. This is the Armchair Pundits. Peace.